Hey, it has been quite a long time. I have not filmed one of these in many months. And I don't know why. Because I didn't stop. But one of the reasons might have been because when I did this, I think I would shift my goals every so slightly, right? And that would prevent me from making progress. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about maybe that's not true. I don't know. Also, I think it's a momentum thing, right? For a long time, I had momentum, and then I didn't have the momentum, and it stopped me from doing it. So that's what I think it was mainly. I don't know if I want to start these all the time again. I think I really needed that because I didn't have any direction going on. Now I have a lot of direction. I know what I want. I know how I'm going to get it, and I just need to build it. And it's going to take work, and it's going to take time. But anyway, let me fill you in on a little bit of what's going on. So cool. At my job, it's not the best. I sit in a cube, and I look at spreadsheets, and I communicate with people, and I make changes. And I'm kind of, you know, I'm the fulfillment guy. Someone else makes the strategic choices, and I'm the fulfillment guy, kind of. I mean, I also make more strategic choices than them. I inform them of the strategic choices to make, and then I do it. It's great because it's a lot of responsibility. It's not great because it's a desk job and it's in recruitment trucking, and I hate those things. I don't know. I think truckers are cool, some of them, but I don't know. They're also kind of some of them are. It's not an industry that I want to have a real strong passion for. So, whatever. I need a plan to get out. Cool. That plan. I have my first Google Ads client. So, okay. No, 6 months ago you told me that you were going to sell avocado shit on the internet and become a millionaire. Cool. What the fuck? What is happening? Okay, cool. Hi, 6 months ago, me. You're stupid, and that's totally fine because you need to be stupid before you get smart, right? Because when you're stupid, you make mistakes, and making mistakes makes you better at things, right? It makes you learn. A master is not someone who doesn't make mistakes. A master is someone who's made all the mistakes and now knows what they're doing, right? So cool. So now, Noah, you're closer to becoming a master. You're not very close by any means, but you're closer, right? Cool. You thought that you could sell avocado-themed merchandise from the internet. You could drop ship it, and then using a Shopify website, you could fulfill orders, and you could, gain a lot of money that way. You were struggling to find high-quality suppliers, and you were struggling to hit a niche, right? To hit a marketing niche when you were trying to find people. Because basically, healthy living influencers don't really want to work with a brand that sells 2 items that are overpriced and really low quality that take a month to ship. You're not really a real company. You're just kind of a bullshit salesman. So cool. You said, great, I want to do 2 things. I want to, number 1, change up my product, right? So that it's into a niche that I actually care about and I have strategic knowledge about, right? So basically, and then also you wanted to have local U.S. suppliers so that people didn't have to wait 30 days for their order. Cool. The only reason you could get there is because you started here. You started stupid, right? Where people were laughing at you, and people still laugh at you and roast you for it. So fuck all of them, because now you are building a dog store. Cool, great. You found a U.S. wholesaler who was willing to do drop shipping. In order to log into that site, you needed to have a DBA and a state tax ID number. You paid a lot of money to do that. And now you had a DBA and a state tax ID number. You logged into that website. You're about to start, building the store, putting products online and getting orders fulfilled. You looked at the site that you were about to use, and you realized it was dog shit. It's a fucking terrible site, right? It's really bad. Like, everything's out of stock. The products are really expensive. You look online at other people selling identical products to the ones that you're about to sell. The people sell them at cost, right? So this wholesaler is taking these products, listing them on the internet, and then also selling them to you, the retailer, right? For the same price to everyone, right? Normally, like, if you're selling to a retailer and you're a wholesaler, you're going to cut, your margin out of it, right? So you're going to sell at a markdown of 40% or whatever, or 60%, whatever it is. I mean, there needs to be a lot of margin if you're going to move a lot of volume. So, cool. That's not what these places were doing. You were getting fucked, right? So, cool. Then you said, great, I don't want to use a wholesaling website because I still don't know what the quality of these products are. And I don't want to be selling shit to garbage men, right? You don't want to sell garbage to garbage men. So, cool. Fuck all that. Let's find a local supplier. Preferably someone who makes high quality shit and someone who can manufacture a massive quantity of their shit so I could sell a lot of it. Cool. So you started knocking on doors. You started going to local shops and saying, hey, look, you already have this massive... First you said, okay, cool, I'll work with someone small making stuff. And then you said, actually, if I found a retailer... If I found an existing retail store that just simply did not have an online store that was willing to give me a cut of their sales, I would probably make more money and have less problems than if I owned the entire supply chain, right? If I had to fulfill orders and fucking mail shit, it would take a lot of time and effort and energy, and it wouldn't be passive income. I wouldn't be building assets that generate me money while I was sleeping. I would be building myself a job. So fuck that. You started banging on doors, looking for a retailer who did not have yet an online store, who was willing to do online store stuff. You knocked and knocked and knocked. You met some people. You met some frontline employees, right? You met some cashiers. The cashiers gave you cards. You emailed the people on the cards. You met a man named Steven. Steven works at a place called Farmhounds, which is a treat manufacturer. They started very recently, and they do exclusively online sales. So, I don't know how much I want to give away of this because it's like, this is now what I'm doing and this is my client and I don't want to fuck with that relationship up. But anyway, you are in a structured deal with a contract and you are making a percentage of what they are doing on the top. You're making top line revenues. Their advertising dollars are coming from them. They also paid you a flat fee to set them up, right, for Google Ads. We're doing a Google Ads package, and then we're going to expand later. You have a time sink now. Now you can spend your time, and when you devote time to this project, it is directly building assets that are going to build you money. Okay? That's amazing. That is the best project you've ever set up in your entire life. And I don't know, I'm super proud of this because I started with avocado bullshit and people were giving me a hard time and I was so excited and I was hearing, like, I just got so much shit, right, from so many people, and it's like, cool, and now I see a path forward, right? Now I see a path forward of, I want this relationship to go as well as possible so that their advertising dollars can get ratcheted up, right? Because right now, there's no ceiling on what they're willing to spend. If they're making revenue, they will continue to spend because this business needs to be doing $100,000 a month, and it's currently doing $7,000, right? So, theoretically, I could reach all of my financial goals just by working with them, right? Cool. If I wanted to quit my day job, I would have to max out that relationship and then try to build like 2 other relationships that are the same, right? Because I don't want to have to manage 50 different clients with a bunch of different needs. I want like 3 really dope clients with like really high budgets, and simple but effective advertising strategies that I can manage every day, right? That's what I want. You know, I don't want any staff. I want me. I want me to make all the money. Not for this project. You know, down the road. Why am I doing this? Well, why am I doing this? Cool. I want to be YouTube famous. And fuck you if you think that that's stupid. Because you're wrong. Because people who are YouTube famous have tons of security. And they have fucking, I don't know, they probably have mental problems. But I don't know, they're fucking rock stars, man. You turn on your camera, you fucking talk about what ideas you want to talk about that day, and then you fucking go on your merry way, and 1 million people fucking watch you talk about that and support you, and you can do whatever you want. You can fucking start a movement. You can fucking, you know, say, hey guys, we're going to meet up in Cabo. Does anybody live in Cabo that would let me stay with them for a night? Fuck it. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's influence, it's power, it's like, it's legacy, right? That's what I want. I can't just fucking say, okay, I'm going to quit my job and stay in this room and make YouTube videos all day. I have fucking loans. I have to pay for myself to exist, right? So anyway, right now I need to free up some money to pay off those loans. I need to free up my time by being able to quit my day job and, so that I can start making those long-term legacy bets. Is that an excuse? Probably. Honestly, it's probably an excuse because if I instead just made stuff consistently right now, I could probably achieve the same things. I torture myself with that. It's like, am I just being like a wuss? Like, why am I not turning the camera on and just doing it? If I really, really fucking want this, why am I not doing it? I torture myself with that every day. And eventually I will, right? But now I have a time sink where I can make extra side hustle money. And, I can use that money and the skills that I'm building to genuinely slam the pedal to the floor to grow out that channel in the future. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I don't know if I'm going to consistently start making videos like this again, but that's what I've been doing. Boom.